This guy is a high-level fighter. It's not easy to finish someone, you know. But in the press conference, we have good discuss. He say, "I will make you sleep. I will knock you out." But I was told him, if you're not top, I will make you sleep, you know.
This fight could change the lightweight division forever. Who will rise to the top? Who do you think will come out on top? Will Islam Makhachev respond even stronger? Can Belal Muhammad dominate like the experts predict? And is Alex Pereira right to fire back at Daniel Cormier? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get the debate going. The lightweight division just took a major hit. Arman Tsarukyan was locked and loaded for his rematch against Islam Makhachev at UFC 313, a fight fans had been waiting for. But just as the hype was reaching its peak, disaster struck. A back injury forced Tsarukyan to pull out at the last moment, sending shockwaves through the division. This wasn't just a minor setback, this completely changed the trajectory of his title run. Dana White made one thing clear: there are no shortcuts in the UFC. If Tsarukyan still wants his shot at the belt, he's going to have to earn it all over again. That means no fast track, no special treatment. He's back to square one. But Tsarukyan isn't sitting around feeling sorry for himself. He's grinding harder than ever, rehabbing his back, strengthening his core, and making sure he never has to pull out of a fight again. In his own words, he's making his back as strong as concrete. He's even working with a specialist to ensure this injury doesn't haunt him in the future. Fans were eager for an update, and he delivered. Just recently, he confirmed that his back is no longer an issue, and he's back to full training. Now, the question isn't if he'll return, it's when and who he'll face next. One thing's for sure, when he steps into the octagon again, he's coming back with a point to prove. If you thought Tsarukyan's injury was the end of the drama, think again. While he's been grinding to make his comeback, a new rivalry has been brewing, and it's getting personal. Enter Dan Hooker. The Hangman was also forced to pull out of UFC 313 due to injury, but that didn't stop him from going after Tsarukyan on social media. Why? Because before Tsarukyan's own injury, he had been one of the loudest critics of Hooker pulling out. He threw shade, took shots, and questioned Hooker's toughness. So when Tsarukyan was forced to do the exact same thing, Hooker didn't hold back. He went straight to Twitter and let it fly. First, he mocked Tsarukyan's injury, saying, "I broke my hand preparing for a fight. You hurt your back creeping on nah drama." And he didn't stop there. He doubled down with, "We are not the same." That tweet lit a fire under fans. Some backed Tsarukyan, saying injuries happen and he's doing the right thing by coming back stronger. Others sided with Hooker, arguing that real fighters push through the pain and show up on fight night. But let's be real, this beef isn't just about Twitter talk, it's about respect. Tsarukyan called Hooker out, questioned his toughness, and now he's on the receiving end of the same criticism. And Hooker, he's not the type to let that slide. The next time these two cross paths, it won't just be another fight. It's going to be personal. Two elite strikers, two guys with a point to prove, and a whole lot of bad blood. Whenever this one happens, expect fireworks. While the Tsarukyan-Hooker drama has been heating up, another fight is flying under the radar. But it shouldn't be. Belal Muhammad versus Della Maddalena is set to go down, and it's a matchup that could shake up the welterweight division in a big way. This isn't just a fight, it's a classic battle of styles. On one side, you've got Belal Muhammad, a relentless wrestler who drags his opponents into deep waters, chains takedowns together like clockwork, and dominates with suffocating pressure. He's riding a 9-fight win streak, he's got some of the best takedown defense in the game, and he's hungry for a title shot. On the other side, Della Maddalena, one of the slickest strikers in the division. The man is a sniper on the feet, throws with insane accuracy, and when he lands, people go to sleep. His hands are some of the cleanest in the welterweight division, and he's proven time and time again that he can put guys away. But here's the problem for JDM. Can he stop the takedown? Because that's the key to this fight. Gilbert Burns, a world-class grappler, was able to take JDM down. And now, even Burns is saying that Belal's wrestling is on another level. Burns didn't mince words when breaking this fight down. He said straight up, 100% my brother. Not trying to be disrespectful, but Belal's wrestling is on a different level. If I took JDM down, Belal can do it all night. That's a huge statement coming from a guy who has fought both men. And it raises a serious question. Does JDM have an answer for Belal's pressure? Because if he can't keep the fight standing, it could be a long, frustrating night for him. Belal is the type of guy who will grind you down, shut down your offense, and make you question everything you thought you knew about fighting. But if JDM can keep it on the feet, that's where things get interesting. He's got the speed, the power, and the precision to change the fight with a single shot. Now, let's talk about a guy who doesn't say much, but when he does, he makes it count. Alex Poatan Pereira just clapped back at Daniel Cormier, and he's not holding back. It all started when Cormier questioned Pereira's decision to attend UFC 312 ahead of his upcoming fight with Magomed Ankalaev. DC, never one to bite his tongue, suggested that Pereira might be taking things too lightly by showing up in Sean Strickland's corner instead of focusing 100% on his own fight camp. Now, anyone who knows Pereira knows he doesn't do drama. He's not a trash talker, he's not about the headlines, but when he feels disrespected, he speaks up. Pereira fired back, saying the whole situation was completely blown out of proportion. He explained that he was simply supporting a teammate, and that being at UFC 312 had zero impact on his preparation for Ankalaev. In his words, this isn't a distraction, it's just part of what he does. And let's be honest, this is Alex Pereira we're talking about. 2-division Glory Kickboxing champ, UFC middleweight champion, UFC light heavyweight champion. The man has been through wars, fought the best, and delivered highlight reel knockouts. If anyone knows how to lock in and get ready for a fight, it's him. Cormier might have meant no harm, but Pereira's response sends a clear message. He's focused, he's ready, and he's not here for the outside noise. The fight against Magomed Ankalaev is already shaping up to be a chess match between an elite striker and a dangerous grappler. Ankalaev is one of the best wrestlers in the division, and if he can take Pereira down, things could get interesting real quick. But if Pereira keeps it standing, we've seen this story before. Someone's going to sleep. With all the drama, rivalries, and upcoming matchups, the landscape of the UFC is shifting fast. Every single one of these fighters is at a crucial moment in their careers. Arman Tsarukyan is fighting to prove that his injury was just a setback, not a roadblock. He was knocking on the door of a title shot, but now he's got to fight his way back up. If he wants another crack at Islam Makhachev, there's no room for mistakes. He needs to come back stronger, dominate his next opponent, and leave no doubt that he belongs at the top. Dan Hooker, on the other hand, isn't just here for the competition. He wants revenge. The trash talk with Tsarukyan isn't just hype, it's personal. And when these two eventually meet in the octagon, it's going to be a war. And if you don't want to miss out on the latest fight news, drama, and inside analysis, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. We're breaking down every fight, every rivalry, and every knockout. So stay locked in because the best is yet to come.